How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at the token called Helium and what its future may be, and of course at the end of the video make sure you watch the whole video because I'll be going over my personal price prediction on whether or not I'm bullish and what I believe the price is going to be in the next bull run for Helium. If you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you do hit that subscribe button because we post daily cryptocurrency updates. And of course, guys, this is not financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. So make sure you go out and do your own research, come to your own conclusion if you were to invest into any coins that I mentioned in my videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So like I said, today's video is all about Helium, or HNT for short. We can see that the current Helium price is just under $1.50, so $1.49 per Helium token at the moment. You can see it's currently down 5.6% on the day. However, recently, which we'll go into further a bit, we go in a bit more depth later on in the video, there has recently been a slight pump in Helium where Helium got a bit of hype and started to increase, which is why I believe I sort of wanted to do this video today, just to sort of check out Helium again and see what's happening with it. You can see that the fully diluted market cap for Helium is over $330 million with a 24-hour volume over $1.1 million as well. If we head over to the official Helium website, you can see it's helium.com if you want to come over and check it out yourself. We will actually discuss what is Helium and talk about the sort of features that Helium does actually have. So as you can see here, people-powered networks. The Helium network represents a paradigm shift for decentralized wireless infrastructure. So if you guys didn't know what Helium is, it's all about basically what it just says there. That sums it up very nicely. It's all about decentralized wireless infrastructure. So basically, if you guys didn't know, how you actually mine Helium is you can actually buy a Helium miner from many different sources. It has to be through a reputable source that Helium verified. You can actually buy a miner. I believe they only cost about a couple $100 now. You can actually buy a Helium miner now. Set it up in your home, literally just it'll arrive at your home address, set it up, connect it to your Wi-Fi, and you will then be connected to the Helium network and can actually start mining the HNT tokens. Of course, this is why you actually get rewarded, because you set up the miner, you're getting rewarded with tokens, and of course you are helping the network to grow and expand. And of course, the whole premise behind Helium, like it says, is to create a decentralized wireless infrastructure. So its end goal is for users to come onto the app, onto the app or the platform, and actually be able to connect to Wi-Fi, through Helium anywhere in the world from just these people setting up these miners in their homes. So that is their basic end goal. I mean, it's a very, I believe it's super unique. Of course, I've never seen anything like Helium before, and I was super bullish on Helium. However, the hype around Helium did start to die off because they basically, of course, they wanted to grow the network, but I believe that they released the miners a bit too quickly, because at the start people were making a lot of money, as with any miner. The early people will make the most money. However, the rewards for the people who actually are mining Helium dropped off very significantly, very quickly. Basically, the people who were first into Helium, I mean, they were getting something crazy like thousands of dollars a day just from buying like a $500 miner, which is like absolutely insane returns on investment. However, then the people who then bought the next batch or two basically got screwed over, because then the rewards basically kept half and people, I believe nowadays people are only making like under $1 a day, and they have to invest a couple $100 into a miner. It might even be less than that per day. However, the whole actual their mission behind this, though, I believe is super cool and super unique, which I will talk about in the end of the video, what my personal price prediction on Helium actually is. You can see that the total hotspots are already over 936,000 hotspots, and the current circulating supply of HNT is over 150 million tokens. If we scroll down a bit more, you can see that they've got a little bit about latest news. So Helium network boosts speeds and reliability with upgrade to Solana blockchain. This is something that I wanted to talk about in this video as well. They actually basically have switched their blockchain onto the Solana blockchain. Some people see this as a negative, some people see this as a positive. In my personal opinion, I'm not really sure if I see this as a negative or a benefit, because of course with them being on the Solana network, this might build up a little bit more hype and get people actually to notice Helium, because of course Solana is a huge network that many people know about. And of course with the whole NFTs and things in 2021, lots and lots of people were on about Solana, so maybe this might be, you know, a positive, you know, spread some positive news about Helium if it is on the Solana blockchain. However, people see this as negative with them switching to the Solana blockchain, because basically, in fairness, you know, it basically means that they were too lazy to set up their own blockchain. You know, they had hundreds of millions of dollars worth of funding, and they couldn't set up a blockchain on their own, which is, you know, it's a little bit sad to see, because it would have been nice to see their own unique blockchain. However, like I said, there's negatives and there's benefits to both sides, so, you know, I don't believe it's not a breaking factor for Helium, but yeah. So it goes a little bit more in depth here about mining. As you can see here, these are the actual Helium hotspots, which you can buy from the verified vendors. You can just set it up in your house. They basically use no power, and will actually mine HNT for you, you know, basically passively, and you don't have to worry about big energy bills or nothing. As you can see here, it just says a little bit more. Bye-bye GPU mining. Mining Helium tokens with hotspots is done via radio technology and not expensive or wasteful GPUs. So again, it's just basically using no power, which is, you know, one of the big benefits of Helium, and it's one of the main one of the main reasons why a lot of people chose Helium, because it is completely passive. You don't have to worry about big electricity bills at all. I believe there's something like $10 a year, which is absolutely, you know, it's nothing. You're not even going to notice that, notice a difference in your electricity bill at all. And it truly is, you know, passive income if you do want to set up a H&T miner. It says a bit, use massive decentralized connectivity. Hundreds of companies and thousands of developers are already building on the People's Network, the world's largest this network and fastest growing cellular network as well. Thousands of existing solutions, sensors, devices and gateways can be easily configured to run on both Helium Cellular and Global, I'm not sure how you pronounce this, but LoRaWAN networks as well. You can scroll down here, you can see some of the developers and businesses which have already partnered with Helium, which is very nice to see. I like to see, you know, cryptos which are actively, you know, partnering with companies to actually show how they can actually be used in real life and put into practice as well. If we head over to the Helium Twitter page here, you can see they've just got under 190,000 followers, so, you know, a fairly substantial amount of followers here. And the team behind Helium is a great team as well. I mean, they're constantly updating on the Twitter page. You can see here they're super active. Which is always nice to see when I'm looking at Twitter pages, because of course, like I say in most videos, the team behind a cryptocurrency is just as important as the actual cryptocurrency itself, because of course the team is the people who are actually going to develop and improve the cryptocurrency. So without them, the crypto can basically be, you know, it can be dead, and the hype behind it can actually drop off. If we head back onto CoinMarketCap here for the final part of the video here, I just want to go over my personal price prediction and if I'm bullish or not on Helium token. You can see, like I said at the start of the video, it's just it's at $1.49 per token. And if we look at the 7 days chart here, you can see that it's had a few little spikes up, but however, it's starting to take a little bit of a downtrend again here. If we switch it back to the monthly chart, you can see what I was talking about at the start of the video, where it had a little bit of a pump here, a little bit of hype sort of gained around Helium, and it did have quite a little bit of a spike here. You can see they actually spiked up to $1.82 at one point. However, since then, you know, it's stabilized a little bit, and it's been fairly stagnant once again. But as you can see, you know, from previous from previous weeks, you can see that it's actually still up currently. So, you know, people were starting to get hyped about Helium. If we look back at the all-time chart here, I will actually go over why I will actually tell you guys now, I am still bullish on Helium. I do believe that Helium will hit, you know, hit a substantial amount, definitely a lot higher than $2 for sure in the next bull run. I'm not sure if it will hit the all-time high. Of course, I would like it to hit the all-time high and surpass that, of course. I'm very hopeful for that. However, I'm not sure if the sort of hype around Helium has died off. I'm still bullish around Helium, and I do still believe that the next bull run, Helium will still do very well. You know, definitely over $2, $3, $4, $5. I believe that Helium will still hit. So, you know, you could still definitely like 2, 3, 4, 5x your money, I believe, you know. So I'm still bullish on Helium. However, I don't believe that it will surpass its all-time high. Of course, I would like Helium to shock me and actually will actually surpass its all-time high. Of course, I'd love that. But I do believe just the fact that, you know, there's so many Helium miners out there, and I don't know, I just believe that the hype behind Helium has sort of started to die down, and the fact that Helium actually, you know, has basically migrated onto the Solana blockchain, it does, you know, it doesn't put great amount of confidence into investors, because, you know, of course, they should have developed their own blockchain, of course, from, you know, the amount of money that they actually have. So, you know, I'm still bullish on Helium, of course. But, you know, I'm not sure if it will hit its all-time high, but I would like Helium to shock me, of course. Apart from that, guys, that will be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you comment down below what you think about Helium, whether or not you're going to invest. Just let me know. Of course, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.